Assalamu alaikum students. This is Miss Meher Munir to teach you English language. Let's take a recap that what we had learned in the content number 1, that was the last video or the previous video, that was about types of sentences. And now we are heading towards content number 2. I am giving you the review because the content number 2 is somehow related with the content number 1. The content number 1 was about types of sentences. As you all can remember, there were 4 kinds of sentences. And one of the kind was interrogative sentences, that was question. Now content number 2 is related to that interrogative sentences. In the last video we learned what is interrogative sentences or what is a question, and now we will learn in this content number 2 that how to form these questions or interrogative sentences. Let's read out this definition. I think this is very easy for all of you to clear the concept of what is a question. A question is an utterance which typically functions as a request for information which is expected to be provided in the form of an answer. For example, would you like to go? Should we hurry? Is he waiting outside? These 3 examples that are given on your screen are the examples of questions. These 3 are questions, as you all know. And the definition says that a question is something in which we expect, in the return we expect an answer, of course. When I'm asking something, you are definitely going to answer that. The negative interrogative. Let's understand what is the negative interrogative. It is very easy, don't worry about it. An ordinary question can be turned into a negative question by using the word not after the subject or by using the abbreviated version not before the subject. When a simple interrogative question is mentioned, right? For example, is she fond of sweets? This is the simple interrogative sentence, or this is a simple question. When we are going to add not in it, it becomes the negative one. Like, isn't she fond of sweets? When I added not with the helping verb is, it became negative interrogative. And when we go to the example number 2, it will make it more clear for all of you. Was he going there? This is the only interrogative, or this is the only question, simple question. But when we added not with the helping verb was, it became negative interrogative. Wasn't he going there? The questions written after the word or are the negative interrogative, and the questions written before the word or are the only interrogative ones. Now we are heading towards kinds of questions. Type number 1, yes no questions. The heading is clear enough to explain what is yes no questions. These are the questions which have yes or no for answers. When the answer of any question is in the form of no or yes, that question must be a yes no question. For example, are you going home? When you will answer me that, if for example I am asking you, are you going home? Of course you will answer me either yes or no. That means that I am asking you a yes no question. Example number 2, are Taha and Reza going out? This is again a question in which you will answer in the form of no or yes. No, Taha and Reza are not going out. Yes, Taha and Reza are going out. These both questions can only be answered in the form of yes or no. That means these both questions are the yes no questions. When the answers are in the form of yes or no, these are yes no questions. Kind number 2, question word questions. Again, the heading is very simple to make the concept clear. These questions may be formed by using question words such as who, whose, which, what, when, and how. Who, whose, which, what, and when. These 5 are the WH question words, and how is the H question word. When I use question word to start a question, That means that is a question word question. For example, what are you doing? What is the question word? This means that the example number 1 is question word question because it started with the question word. Example number 2, where are you going? Where is again the question word. That means this is also the question word questions. When the questions start with a question word, it becomes question word questions. Kind number 3, alternative questions. Let's understand what is alternative. What does alternative mean? For example, you went to a shop and you want to drink a soft drink. You asked the shopkeeper for a soft drink, but he denied that I don't keep soft drinks. So he asked you like, would you like to go for juices? Then you said, okay, that's also the beverage and I will go for that. If you chose, there you had two options, right? You had the one option, the first option was the soft drink and the second option was the juices. When you are provided with two options, that means that was the alternative you chose, right? You chose juices, that was the alternate for soft drinks. Now let's read the definition given on your screens and understand it better, in a better way. Alternative questions have more than one question in the same question. They are joined by or. For example, is she going to Islamabad or Rawalpindi? Again, there are two options, Islamabad and Rawalpindi. When I am asking you and I am giving you two choices in the same question, that means that I am giving you alternative and I am asking an alternative question. Is she going to Islamabad or Rawalpindi? Example number 2. Would you like an ice cream or juice? There are again two options in the same question, ice cream or juice. That means they are alternative questions. You are provided with two choices in the same question. Kind number 4. Rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions are questions only in form. They are actually statements with a dramatic effect. Usually the answer is obvious. Okay, when I am saying something in a dramatic effect and when I am stating something but I am using only the form of question, that means it is a rhetorical question. For example, do you think money grows on trees? This is of course a statement that do you think money grows on trees? It is only in the form of question, but it is actually a statement. When a statement is added with a dramatic effect, it shows that it is a rhetorical question. Example number 2, do you want to be a failure for the rest of your life? Of course, this is a statement that you are teasing someone or that you are saying someone that do you want to be a failure for the rest of your life? Of course, this is not a question. This is the answer is obvious that the person sitting in front of you doesn't want to be a failure for the rest of life. But when I am stating something in the form of question only, but the statement is actually a declarative one, this is called rhetorical questions. Kind number 5, emphatic questions. Emphatic questions are used to emphasize the feeling of irritation, surprise, or anger. Okay, for example, whoever asked you to go home? Of course, this is a question asked in a manner of anger. When I'm angry or when someone is angry that why the person reached home, I will ask in angry manner that whoever asked you to go home? When the question shows the feeling of anger, surprise, or irritation, this means that this is a emphatic question. As you all remember in the last video, emphatic means an extreme feeling. Emphatic sentences denotes that extreme feelings are showing in the sentence. And when emphatic questions are explained, when emphatic questions are asked, that means that the question is showing emphatic or the extreme feelings. Example number 2, what on earth are you doing? Of course, this is also an irritation feeling. What on earth are you doing? Of course, तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? तुम इस दुनिया में क्या कर रहे हो? Right? This is again an irritation feeling. Kind number 6, question tags. A question tag is a short question added to a statement asking for either agreement or confirmation. For example, he is going there, isn't he? When I said something like, for example, I said he is going there, and then I added a question tag, a short question with the sentence. He is going there is a simple affirmative sentence. But when I added, isn't he? That means this is a question tag. I added a question tag with a simple sentence and it became a question tags. She loves cooking. This is again a declarative and affirmative sentence, but then I added, doesn't she? This means it is again a question tag. When I added a short tag in a sentence, it became a question tag. Now we succeeded in learning the types of questions. Now we are learning how to form questions, which is very easy. Let's start. There are some sentences and now we will learn how to form questions from the given sentences. Sentence number 1. I love my dog. First of all, we will recognize that in which tense the sentence number 1 is. I love my dog. This is in the simple present tense. And the helping verb of simple present tense is do or does, and there is a plural noun that is I. I is plural, and so that is why we will use do here. Do I love my dog? Question mark. It became a question. Do I love my dog? Sentence number 2. My new car is black. Now we already have a helping verb in the sentence number 2, that is is. Is the helping verb here. When we are giving with the helping verb already, this is very easy for us. This is an ease for us that there is a helping verb. We will simply move the helping verb in the start of the sentence. My new car is black. When I will convert it into question, I will say like, is my new car black? I just moved the position of is and I said, is my car black? Question mark. Sentence number 3. George brushes her teeth twice a day. George brushes her teeth twice a day. Now, can you find any helping verb here? There is no helping verb in the sentence number 3. Now again we will recognize the tense, and the tense is present tense, simple present. We will use does because the subject is singular. Does George brush her teeth twice a day? Question mark. Sentence number 4. She doesn't study German on Saturday. She doesn't study German on Saturday. There is a helping verb given to you. We will move the helping verb in the start of the sentence and it will become a question. Does she study German on Saturday? We will remove the not because we are not converting it into negative interrogative. We are just making it interrogative. So we will remove the not and we will move the does, the word does in the start of the sentence. Does she study German on Saturday? Question mark. Sentence number 5. I and my sister don't see each other anymore. I and my sister don't see each other anymore. There is a helping verb that is do. Do I and my sister see each other anymore? Question mark. I removed the word not. Sentence number 6. Tomorrow early morning, first I go to morning work. Tomorrow early morning, first I go to morning work. Again, there is no helping verb. So we will recognize the tense of the sentence, and the tense is simple present because there is no will right now. Yes. Okay. So do I go to morning walk tomorrow early morning? Question mark. Sentence number 7. Chemistry is my favorite subject. But my brother really likes social studies. Now we will again convert it into question, and there is a helping verb given is. We will simply move the helping verb in the start of the sentence and it will become a question. Is chemistry my favorite subject? Question mark. And we will remove the but because it is a compound sentence, so we will remove the but and we will say, and the second sentence and the second part of the sentence is not having any helping verb. It just shows that it is in the simple present tense, so we will use the word helping verb does. Does my brother really like social studies? Sentence number 8. They go to a gallery every Saturday. They go to a gallery every Saturday. Again, there is no helping verb. We will recognize the tense, which is simple present again. We will use do they go to a gallery every Saturday? Question mark. Sentence number 9. Her shoes were brand new and now they are missing. Again, there are two parts. First, we will convert the part 1, which is her shoes were brand new, and there is a helping verb were. Were her shoes brand new? Were her shoes brand new? Question mark. Part number 2. Now they are missing. Again, there is a helping verb which is of present. We will convert it like if are they missing now? Are they missing now? Question mark. Sentence number 10. You go to holiday every summer. You go to holiday every summer. Again, there is no helping verb. This is in the simple present tense. We will use the helping verb of simple present tense, which is do, and we will ask in a manner, do you go to holiday every summer? Do you go to holiday every summer? I tried my level best to discuss all the 10 sentences given on the screen. Now, as you can see on the right hand of your screen are some more sentences which you have to transform and which you have to convert into interrogative, so it will give you a better practice. Again, there is a quote in the end of this video. The best way of learning about anything is by doing. When you will start doing anything, of course you will learn about that.